Hi guys, how are you? Hello, hello. It is Wellness Workout Wednesday. It is me, Emma. It is the Daily Hoop and Chat. Are you ready to go? I hope so. I hope the light's okay for you. It's really hard to see. My Facebook one up there looks really dark, but I'm hoping you can see me okay. So grab your hoops if you've got one. Step into your hoop. Remember, if you're hooping, if you're new, 2 minutes either side every other day is more than enough. Also make sure you've got something covering your tummy because you don't want to get sore, all right? I'm holding my hoop exactly halfway around it. It's on my lower back. I'm going to place my right leg in front, engage my core muscles, do it on my imaginary zip, turn my hoop to the left, launch it to the right, and boom, off we go. Let me put a little timer on so I don't talk to you forever and ever in a day. Well, I might, but you know, we'll see. Okay, I am hooping. Are you? Let me know in the comments if you are hooping with me today or if you're just watching. Now, if you're just watching, you might be watching, sipping your tea or your coffee, hopefully your water. You might stand up and do a little run on the spot. You might be sitting on the edge of your chair and you might be doing your Russian twist. Hang on, I just got to sort this out. My leggings have dropped down already. Right, get them leggings up, pull that top down. Let's go again. That's better. So you have got options to do while I'm hooping, or you can just sit there and listen to me rabbiting on. It's up to you. Anyway, it's Wednesday, Workout Wednesday. Are you totally confused what day it is? After the bank holiday Monday in the UK, that is. So if you're watching me and you're not in the UK, you probably didn't have a bank holiday Monday. We did, which should have been fabulous. So it means it's a 4-day week for a lot of people. For me, it just totally confuses me. I'm like, I don't even know what day it is. So it is Wednesday. Wednesdays are great. They're the middle of the week. Everyone else calls it hump day. It's the day you get the hump. I think, it's great because you're halfway through. Maybe you are struggling, you're thinking, oh my God, my week is so bad. You're nearly there, you've made it, don't worry. Other people will be thinking, this week's going a bit quick. Stop, take a breath, enjoy it. Do a workout today. You can work out with me, you can work out with me for free, you can work out with me as a subscriber, you can work out with me for a $5. You know, good God, there is something to meet every single person's budget. So if anyone is watching me like, I can't afford it, bullshit. Yes, you can, because there is something for every single one of you. We will always find an excuse, always. There will be something, I haven't got the time. I've got you. I've got 1 minute daily challenges. You know, I know all the excuses we're going to make because number one, they go through my head for myself most days. Number two, I've been working in this fantastic industry for a lot of years. 33 years. That's a long time. So you can imagine I've heard every excuse going. I have. It doesn't make sense to me. Now, maybe that's just because I do this for a living. So to me, it's like eating, it's like drinking, it's like breathing. You just do it. So maybe that's what it is. And for anyone who thinks, it's really easy for Emma, I am going to just tell you a little backstory. I was the most unsporty person in the world. If you think, I bet she was into sports. No, I was not. Hated PE. Hated it with a passion. Yeah, blimmin' hated it. Couldn't stand the stuff. Rubbish at everything. When I was young, couldn't catch, couldn't throw, couldn't ride a bike, couldn't do it with shoelaces. You know, then as I went to secondary school, the only thing I was pretty good at was long distance running. Definitely not a team player, as you can see. Hated it. Anything, hand-to-eye coordination, racket sports, horrendous. Honestly, really, really, really bad. So don't ever think, I've been sporty all my life. I so haven't. And I think that's mainly why I got into it. Because I left school. I was always not skinny, but slim. And then I left school and turned into a bit of a chunky person. Like kids are really cruel. I remember somebody calling me tree trunks. That didn't really help. And I was like, okay, what's going on here? Decided to join a gym. To get to the nearest gym to me was really hard when I was younger. It was quite a long way. But I still went with a friend. Didn't have a clue what the hell I was doing. So it was gym, it wasn't classes. Started the gym, sort of faffed around in the gym, felt a bit stupid, felt a bit intimidated if I'm honest. Then I found fitness classes. But that was the day, back in the day, listen to me, the old bird. That was when it was all like matching scrunch socks and hair scrunchies, little crop tops and then little thong knickers you wore over your cycling shorts. It was back in them days, because I'm 52. And I loved it, but found it very intimidating and found it very, very cliquey, which I didn't like. Even when I was at school, I wasn't the cliquey girl. I was always on the edge of the cool crowd, the non-cool crowd. I was sort of like friends with everybody. I wasn't in the cool gang at all. I was on the edge of the cool gang. So I don't like clickiness. So I found it was really clicky. You had like the front row and the teacher would only talk to the front row. And if you were anyone else that dared come in, you had to stand right at the back. You know, it was really clicky. There weren't any alternatives given. It was just the instructor at the front getting her class on, getting her workout in. No walking around, no checking people's technique, nothing. It was like that. It was really clicky. And I kept persevering, didn't really know what I was doing, felt a bit of a lemon. And then I was a lifeguard working at a leisure centre and I had the opportunity to do my training. So that's what I did. I went off and did my YMCA RSA exercise to music course when I was 18 and started teaching classes. So that's how it all started, and that was because I wanted to do classes for normal people. And I know that sounds silly, but people who really wanted to exercise, people who weren't that confident, not the ones up the front, you know, doing high kicks up around their ears, you know, and being teachers' pets. I wanted everybody to feel included, and I wanted to, I just wanted everyone to feel welcome and not feel intimidated or uncomfortable by going into a class. Obviously now at 52, I'm a very different instructor to what I was at 18. You know, I've continued my professional development. I've kept doing courses all the time. I've spent so many thousands and thousands of pounds on my education, but it's made me a better instructor now, I think. Well, it has. So that's kind of the story behind why I started out. You know, and I know it's really hard and it's intimidating at first, it is. And if you're unfit, or especially if you're like, you're not feeling good about yourself, especially as a woman, to go into a class, you feel like you're going to be judged, don't you? I think you feel like you're going to be judged. You shouldn't be being judged, but let's be honest, women can be quite harsh critics. Lots of women are lovely, but lots of women aren't. You know, it's just, I don't know, it's just the way it is. I don't know what it is about life, but it's just how it is. I'm going to stop, I won't go the other way because we're going about 6.5 minutes. I'm not even sure how I got onto this. How did I get onto this subject? Oh, that's how. Retract. So over the years, since I was 18 up until now, 52, you can imagine I've heard every excuse possible why not to exercise. So anyway, my journey carried on. I would quite often have another job as well and be teaching in addition classes as well. And then about, God, I don't even know how many years it is now. I don't know. Maybe, hold on, Sebastian's 15, working about maybe 13 years ago. I left a full-time job. I worked in a school, had a good job in the school. I specialised in speech and language and social and emotional education, and I would do all of that sort of thing. I actually completely forget I've got all these qualifications for working in school. Completely forgot I had those. So I was working in school, but I was still teaching my classes. And then we had quite a major event happen in our family. There was quite an upsetting death and stuff. And both my husband and I, very, very bold move, you know, for people in their 40s, both left our full-time jobs and both went fully self-employed at more or less the same time. Quite shocking, really. So I just took my business one step further and went fully self-employed. And my husband went from working at the railways to fully self-employed as a builder. And that's what we did. So then I was doing my community classes, doing my personal training, but I didn't do any of this. None of this stuff, none of this online stuff. Felt I was doing quite well, loved my job, running around all over the place. Oh, I still worked at a leisure centre. Yeah, still worked at a leisure centre. That one, I'd been there about 23 years. Just sort of kept that going a little bit as well. And then, of course, COVID hit. And although COVID was a bad thing, for me it was really an eye-opener. It totally changed how I do my business. hence why you now get me rabbiting away to you. So if anyone is still listening, number one, well done for listening to me for this long. But secondly, you're getting a whole history as to how this all came about. I got forced very, very quickly. If I was going to survive and be able to actually pay my bills, I needed to evolve my business because, as I say, we're both self-employed. Self-employed people, it was really hard during COVID. I know it's hard for everybody, but at least when you're employed, you knew you were getting paid. We were like, shit, what are we going to do now? You know, how are we going to live? How are we going to pay our bills? So anyway, I went straight online. My first few classes via Zoom. Honestly, I don't even know how I managed to do it. But it's great. It's evolved. So now, not only am I here, you can stream me wherever you are. Don't get me wrong, I love my face-to-face classes. I do. I don't teach any in halls anymore. I don't do all that running around and renting my halls. I only teach outside in the fresh air, which I've always done anyway. And I teach online. So there is literally something for every single one of you. And any of those reasons or obstacles that you feel were in your way, they've evaporated. If it's time, I've got time efficient workouts for you, from like 1 minute daily challenges to 15-minute workouts to 30 minutes. The longest workout that I teach is a Pilates class, which is 50 minutes on a Saturday. That's it. Everything else I do is 30 minutes maximum. And my training to keep myself fit and healthy is no longer than 30 minutes apart from a Pilates. That is it. As I said to you at the beginning of this, there's something for all budgets as well. That's the other thing that I do find really hard. When people say they can't afford it. And it's like, but you can afford everything else. You can afford to go and buy a coffee, which is more expensive than the class. I don't get it. It makes no sense to me why you don't invest in your health. I don't mean you, I mean people in general. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand. And like I said to you, I've even got a free option. The only downside, I think, when you do it free is when you're not actually investing in yourself. You're not invested in what you're doing. So my free group, for example, I think there's 1,900 members in there. I go live in there. I reckon, about 5 people comment. That's pretty low. Pretty low numbers. And the reach, the watch it, a couple of hundred. And you think there's like 1,900 people on there. So I just think that although I will keep doing it, like this is free, obviously, and chatting to you and coaching you and just talking to you, and the reels and that are free. I just think when you don't value yourselves enough to invest in your health, you're not really committing anything to it. Does that make sense? I think when we pay for things, even if it's a minimal fee, we're more invested. And the thing is, why wouldn't you invest in yourselves? You are the most important thing. The most important thing. Like I said before, you are the glue that keeps the world together, keeps your life together. And if you're not fit and healthy and happy, then what's the point? You know, we want to live long, happy, mobile lives. Obviously, outwardly, we probably want to look nice and fit and healthy as well. But internally, on a cellular level, we want to keep our bodies going. We want to be fit and healthy. We want to be able to be fighting fit. We want our immune systems to be really good and push away all the illness. Or if we do get unwell, we want to bounce back and recover quickly. It's really, really, really important. Anyway, went right off into one this morning. So there you go, you've got a little bit of background about me and why I do what I do. You can probably hear I'm really passionate about what I do. And like I said, that's because I've been that girl in the class feeling like an idiot. You know, feeling like, oh God, wanting to be invisible and hide at the back and feeling stupid, you know. I want to make everything I do inclusive to as many people as possible. So yeah, come and join me. The last thing that I probably should have said right at the beginning, because I've probably bored most of you to tears now, is Project You. It's a 4-week project. It starts on Monday the 4th of September. It's for 4 weeks. Right, the legs. Hold on. Come here, darling. I've just got to show you this. Sorry, I was saying, this is my little trout, Lexi. Hello. Can you see her little bow tie? You all right, Lex? She was just having trouble getting on the beanbag, so I just needed to save her. Project You starts on Monday. It's 4 weeks to really help get you back on track or kickstart your fitness, however you want to look at it. Maybe you want to kickstart it, maybe you just need a little bit of help. I don't know, maybe you need some motivation. On the 4-week project, there's a 15-minute class and a 30-minute class, and I do those live via Zoom. I also record them, so if you can't make them live, you can have the recording, which I'm going to email out. It's healthy habits and behaviours as well. And it's simple, no nonsense nutrition. So if anybody wants to join me, yeah, Lex? There's an early bird offer up until midnight tomorrow night, 20 quid off. So it's quite a big offer. You can still sign up at any point after that for Project U. But if you want a bargain, sign up by the end of tomorrow night. And it's £47, not 67. And as I say, it's workouts, it's healthy habits, it's nutrition, it's everything. Are you all right, girl? Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to stop rabbiting now and I'm going to go and save Lexi. If you want any more information about anything I was talking about, please send me a DM. If you're watching this later, and just put it in there that you replay and I'll answer you. But other than that, guys, have a fantastic Wednesday. Yeah, Wellness Workout Wednesday. Come and join me. There's a couple more options today. I'm teaching a face-to-face class tonight at 6 and I'm teaching online Fit in 15 core class at 7 via Zoom. So if you want to know any more about it, give me a message or comment and I'll see you soon. So bye Insta crew. See ya. I hope you managed to listen to that. That was a long one today. And what about my little Facebookers? Are you all right? Did anybody comment? I'm just going to go back, see if anybody's... The lots of you are there. No one said anything. Okay, well, I'm impressed you managed to listen to me for that long. Sometimes it's nice to know about people. I don't know. I'm nosy. I love to know people's backstory. I kind of find it fascinating. I think people are fascinating. Have a great day, guys. Check in with me. Put it in the comments if you want to know anything about more what I was talking about. And I'll see you soon.